Hello, I'm Art Torres. Welcome to this episode of Daggett to Daggett. Today I got Nick Webster, and he's a local historian extraordinaire. He finds stuff that nobody else can, and he's going to give us a little insight on the ghost train. And also, there's going to be some history to be relived here of the old Borax plant, how they processed it and shipped it in or shipped it out and all that stuff. So welcome to this week's version of Daggett to Daggett.
So where we're standing right now is the site of the American Borax Company's Columbia Mill. In 1894, the Columbia Mining Chemical Company dug a mine out of Lead Mountain about 11 to 12 miles from here and brought borax down here. And after it was crushed and screened, it was loaded into these ponds, which you see these structures behind us here. They're loaded up with water. And once the water dried up, the borax crystallized, and they were able to scrape it out and load it into a mill to be processed for commercial and industrial use. And prior to this, they had hauled it all by mule teams, but after American Borax Company bought the operations out here, they upgraded them with newer steam technology and built a narrow gauge railroad, which connected with the Calico Railroad to haul the borax down here. The Calico Railroad provided their first locomotive, Uncle Dan, which was a H.K. Porter built 040 saddle tank locomotive built in 1888, and 5 ore cars and a tank car accompanied the little engine as it would have hauled through here. The narrow gauge track would have been right about here, and they would have taken it around to that place over there where the crushing plant was to be unloaded and put in the ponds. American Borax consolidated with some other companies, borax mining companies, in 1907 to form Sterling Borax and built a new mine out at Lane, California, which is by Los Angeles. The story is that they took the narrow gauge railroad, the engine, and the cars with them, but strangely there is no evidence of Uncle Dan ever being used on that Sterling Borax. So it seems Uncle Dan may have disappeared, or she may have not even left this property at all, which I'm sure Art and I could tell you some stories about a strange phenomenon that's been going on here since the railroad shut down. Art?
When we first moved to the house I live in now, the old Ernie Gentry place, in the middle of the night, on I think about 3 occasions, I believe, we heard this. I heard a ding, ding, ding. And trains usually, when they do a crossing, they always have that, you can hear a train. Today you can hear it. They go ding, 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 ding as they go do a crossing. And I thought that's what that was, but I didn't hear a train on the tracks over here at Santa Fe. And my wife says, what's up? I says, hear that train. Listen to that whistle. And there was three or four whistles, one after another. And then it just went away. Months later, I heard it again. Again, there was no train on the Santa Fe track, but we heard it again. So 3 different occasions I heard it. So I concur with you that we got a phenomena. Here we go again with that word. We got a phenomena of something that actually happened or we think happened or to that point.
So me and my grandma were coming out here after church one Sunday afternoon. It was before the pandemic, and we were searching for where the railroad track would have been. We were a bit further out at the very end of the property where the flood control starts. They would have cut out a bit of the borax ponds going towards the river for the flood control, but we were over there and we distinctly heard the 2 blasts of a steam locomotive whistle coming from the direction of the church. We didn't see anything. There were no trains on the BNSF main line, and nobody else knew we were out there. And I was pretty sure that I heard the whistle of Uncle Dan, and I've done some research in the porter locomotives. A sister locomotive exists on the Tanana Valley Railroad as their number 1, and the whistle sounded a slightly higher pitch than that one. It was 2 blasts telling us to get off the track. It was on its way to get another load of borax, and yeah, there is a ghost train out here, folks.
Here we are at the end of this episode, and I hope you enjoyed the narrative on the ghost train and the local area and how it pertains to the borax and how this ghost train came about or came to be. So we'll probably see you next week. And thank you very much for watching Drag It to Daggett. And thank you, Nick. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Art. Happy to be here.
All right.
See y'all later.